gather around, y'all. Gather around. Gather around. I got a very, very important message to really lay out. Anyone who plays Xbox, you're gonna want to listen to what I have to say. And if you don't play Xbox, you won't care. But you should care. Before I go into any further details, hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if not, I wish you a better one tomorrow. Well, there is not going to be a tomorrow for 360. 360 players and Xbox players all alike should rise up. Why am I saying this? Okay, so let me double back. So, a few days ago, and I can't make this crap up, a few days ago, I got a message from Xbox, and when I looked at the message, it said something that got me shook. And when I found this out, I was very distraught. Because if you like seeing stuff like Modern Warfare, or maybe playing Modern Warfare your own self on your own Xbox console, you might want to listen to what I have to say here. And I'm reading this, and I quote, starting July 29th, 2024, we will no longer support the Microsoft Store on Xbox 360 and on marketplace.xbox.com. Games will still play as intended, and content we download will still be supported. For more information, go to aka.ms, that's Microsoft, /Xbox 360 Store Update. Now, if you don't understand what in the world I just said, long story short, you will no longer be able to purchase these games. Games like Modern Warfare 2, games like the first Borderlands, other stuff like Star Wars Force Unleashed, a lot of games, Sonic Generations, all of your favorite games will cease to exist on these consoles. Why? Because money. Revenue, monetization. Without any of those things, they're just gonna sit there and say, yep, we're not gonna do this no more. Honestly, we all should just start telling Microsoft no. Because if we can tell them no to certain things, this should be one of those big no's. I mean, because they were gonna charge people a lot of money for a particular matter, and we all said no. And Microsoft understood. But as gamers, people should understand that if you can't find people or an audience who wants to play a certain game, then you should understand that, yeah, this is important. We need to start letting them know, like, yeah, you can't take this game away from us. Now, to people who play on PC, this affects no one on PC, because they can sit there on Steam and just constantly play a game that has no hacks, no mods, or no nothing. That's a whole different community, which is why I sit there and say, like, yeah. But if you're a person who likes to relive a certain aspect or a crowd of a game, this is important. You don't have to do anything crazy. I'm not saying we gotta sit at the Microsoft offices, start screaming at people, throw desks and tables through windows. No. All I'm saying is we need to start letting people know that, hey, we don't like this idea. This idea is redundant, especially being that they bought Call of Duty. Honestly, if they bought back games with gold and they turn around and gave us this game for free, I'm pretty sure everybody will start hibernating on Xbox right now. But it's dumb. Like, I'm not here gonna swear, for this whole video for reasons unknown, but just seriously though, know how livid I am. It's just highly redundant. Very repugnant. I don't like stuff like this, where Microsoft just sits there and says, yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. Because before, Microsoft got rid of a lot of things I cared about. For example, I was waiting on Phantom Dust. Phantom Dust 2016. I was so excited. I was telling everybody about this game. And then what happened months later? They shut it down. Don't even get me started with that game by Platinum That one game where you can ride on the dragon and you had a character that looked like Nero from Devil May Cry. That game ceased to exist. Like, you see where I'm going with this? Microsoft has done a lot to like ditch ideas that they don't believe will work, but they don't really try, and it just upsets me as a consumer and as well as a content creator, because I like playing games like this. I like enjoying a part of the existence that I wasn't really there for, because back in 2009 I didn't have internet. Like, when I did have internet, it wasn't to play online with people. I literally had internet just to watch YouTube, just like you, just like everyone else right now. But ain't nothing wrong with that, because in the way I enjoyed games back then, I would sit there, watch my brother play, participate, you know, all that stuff. I would just have fun, you know, hanging out. Games like these give me memories. And I want the developers, I want the whole world to know that these games are our treasure. Not just because we helped bring it to what it is now, but it's because simply this is stuff that everyone should enjoy and continue to enjoy for generations. I just think it sucks as people. We should start saying, hey, no. Because my whole message today is that we as consumers will sit there and just nonchalant and be like, okay, we're not going to pay attention to this. They remade this game already, so what's the point? An example of what I mean by games replacing other games is the current Modern Warfare series. I don't like the current Modern Warfare trilogy. Especially hearing the words of someone else saying that the third game was basically a $70 paid DLC. When I heard those words, I was like, oh my god, that is highway robbery. $70 for paid DLC? That's that's highway robbery. No matter how you place it, no matter what you can tell me, no matter what you can say, highway robbery. It's offensive. And then you have games like, the Dead Space reboot. Now, I say reboot because in a way they rebooting the series and seeing if people want to buy it, but in all honesty, yes, I like the Dead Space remake, but it shouldn't replace the original game. The original game is great in its own way, just as the remake has its own uniqueness that made people like the game itself. Overall, I think it's really crappy that this is how things are in modern day times, where companies are trying to make people forget about the past. I get we're supposed to look to the future, but can we just sit and enjoy a part of the past that we like? Part of the past that everyone, gamers around, that we can think about and say fondly, yes, I was there. I was there. So, just a brief little recap before I stop talking. Think about it like this. When everyone's sitting there hating Mortal Kombat 1 and they want to escape to like a game that they remember that was made from the same studio that's really good and great, and then just sitting there like, wait a minute, but this game is garbage. But at least they sat there and went back. Now you can't go back. Like, let's say I played MK1 and I don't like MK1, and then I'm sitting there like, I know I can go back to MK9 on my Xbox 360 or my Xbox One or my Xbox Series S that I have, and then Microsoft comes out with this message like, no, you can't. We're making it to where you can't buy it no more. Bye. You're gonna be sitting there screwed. And in my favorite acronym that I like to say, SOL. No one, and I mean no one, should be SOL in any situation or any manner at all. I said what I could on my mind and in my soul. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay and kind of a rant but kind of me just telling people to stand up. You know, if you have your own opinions about this whole situation and manner, let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.